Okay, here we go. Back in business. Hi, welcome to my lair. My name is Blair. You can call me Wilder right now. I'm operating. I'm here to share a little bit about what I'm doing with you. And I'm here to hopefully open your mind, expand your mind, help you to at least, with regard to the nature of the situation we face. That is the artificial intelligence boom and the upcoming singularity, quote unquote. Video too long, didn't watch. Go. In this video, I criticize artificial intelligence. I glorify human smarts or actual intelligence. I criticize the Turing test. I propose a new test, the Turing nightmare test, or the Wilder test. I propose a new model, the small language model, or our human imperative, which is to program our collective biological neural network, some 24 billion pound mass of interconnected neurons, with some 8 with 20 zeros following neurons in total, some 8 with 24 zeros following synaptic connections in total, program our neural network into a high-performance, actual intelligence supercomputer devoted to treating peace as a never-ending computational process. Ooh. That was a lot to take in. Shall we? Question. How polarizing is AI really? And no, I'm not talking about algorithms. I'm talking about the very notion of intelligence. It is polarizing, I assert. I'm gonna back us in really quick. And an Altoid. This shit is curiously strong. I assert you. Assure you. Assure you. I'm vibing on that right now. Fuck yeah. First, I want to distinguish, differentiate, define. I believe that intelligence is cheap, but I believe that smart, that's where the money's at. Intelligence is not smart. I believe smarts are what make us human. Intelligence is more like a tool. Just because you don't have the intelligence to engineer a better shovel to dig your hole doesn't mean you don't have the smarts to invent an alternative way entirely to dig your hole exactly how you see it. Smarts are superior to intelligence. For the record, I call AI, artificial intelligence, big AI. Big artificial intelligence, capital letters. We worship it. We idolize it. What is greater than a false god? What is greater than that entity, the thing that we just sit back for which we make no sacrifice, to which we just pray it solves our hardest problems? We just pray it's what we perceivably aren't. We just pray for that miracle. Artificial intelligence, come bless us with your presence, please. I call actual intelligence little AI. Actual, little a, intelligence, little I. Actual intelligence is what we call smart. Little AI has nothing to do with your IQ. Little AI is baked into your human nature. You can be low IQ as they get, but with proper little AI, you pull off the impossible. We have all seen it. We go, wow, that person's smart. And we giggle like that, we say it like that because our appraisal of their IQ might not be so high, but still, it's impressive. Like, fuck, the person's smart. Big AI is great. We program big AI into silicone. Silicone, artificial, it's fake. and it makes everything seem bigger. We go like, how big can I make it? Surely results are a function of size. But little AI is better. Only the cleverest humans know how to program the neural networks of actual intelligence. We call those humans visionaries for a reason. So let's talk numbers. Why am I even talking? Large language models, LLMs, are basically neural networks that are layers of neuron grids, stacked and stacked and stacked. It's simple. Asking the big AI itself, how many neurons per grid in a layer of artificial neurons in an LLM? Well, we usually speak of parameters, it says. One grid, one layer in a modern LLM neural network is purported to have on the order of tens of thousands of parameters. GPT-3, for example. Omni? Let's just go ahead and call it a million. A million parameters per hidden layer. Each LLM is purported to have on the order of hundreds of hidden layers, at least GPT-3, for example. Omni? Call it 1,000 minimum. Do the math. If we crudely consider each parameter as a neuron, it's not the way to do it, but we're doing it right now. Then that's on the order of 1 billion neurons per modern large language model, LLM. Impressive results. But still, you talk to an LLM, and the smart among us can't help but conclude these LLMs might be book smart. They are intelligent beyond recognition, but they are not street smart. Let's talk natural. Neural networks in the human brain are estimated to have on the order of 100 billion neurons per brain. That's crazy. Coincidentally speaking, going off script, the estimated number of stars per galaxy is on the order of 100 billion. The estimated number of galaxies in the visible universe is on the order of 100 billion. It's fucking crazy. But right here, this brain, this little universe in here, neural networks in the human brain are estimated to have on the order of 1 quadrillion synaptic connections. That's a 1 with 15 zeros after it. It's huge. Neural networks on silicon are estimated to have on the order of 1 trillion connections. That's a 1 with 12 zeros after it. Not so huge, still fucking pretty massive though. Now, what about power? How much does it cost to run one of these artificial intelligence big AI LLMs on silicon? Well, the big AI estimates that for one person to query a Terra model costs around 100 watts. That's a 100-watt light bulb must burn consistently in order to augment a human brain with direct continuous access to such artificial intelligence technology. How about little AI? Well, the neural network that hosts actual intelligence, the human brain, the network that has 10 times fewer neurons, it costs around 20 watts. That is, it's a dim-ass fucking little light bulb just bright enough to read a book that runs this thing, powers the human brain, and yet we are actually intelligent. To catch up with our actual intelligence, we must scale the LLM at least 100-fold, minimum. I'm just pulling that out of my backside, but I mean, come on. 100 to 1,000-fold scaling to actually catch up and pull off the kind of smarts that we're talking about here. But wow, it's like respect to that 3-pound blob, that 3-pound blob of white and gray matter throbbing in between those ear holes of yours, right? But wait, how much silicon goes into creating and maintaining a teraparameter LLM then? The big AI asserts, oh, that's only about 600 pounds. Not bad, I guess, if you're bedridden, right? Okay, so what, Wilder? So what? Well, I'll tell you what. I happen to love artificial intelligence. I leverage the tool constantly, but I recognize that big AI only ever augments my little AI. How about time for a thought experiment? Hmm? Say I set up a parlor at the carnival. I call the parlor Turing's Nightmare. The original Turing test was a thought experiment proposed by Alan Turing and company back in the earliest electronic computer days. It goes like, how do we tell if a computer is actually sentient? That's a great question. How? Well, Turing suggested that one way would be if a person could walk up to a parlor booth at the carnival where behind the curtain was a super intelligent computer. Then if the person sent back messages on paper tape, that happened to be the only way to program computers back then, well then the messages they received in response on the paper tape, if they could convince the person visiting the booth that they were exchanging messages with a real human behind that curtain, not the super intelligent computer, then that hidden super intelligent computer passes the quote-on Turing test. It is sentient. The computer is sentient. I think this was somewhat of a joke. I think Turing framed it somewhat as a joke. It's like, that's absurd. Of course it's going to happen. Because fact is, these days, artificial intelligence is a routine demonstration that modern electronic computers can pass the Turing test. Straightforward, straight up. It's like, you put that curtain behind GPT, you start talking. Well, if you don't know you're talking to GPT, then you might be convinced that you're talking to a real human. Absolutely. So, I am a highly intelligent human. In many facets of my operation, I compare highly against the advanced LLM big AI services out there. Not all of them. I'm not generally intelligent. And I happen to have a lot of friends who are also highly intelligent. Now, we all agree on one thing. Passing the Turing test, it's a joke. At least comparing our intellects against where we know the value lies, and that's smarts. A wise person once said to me that genius is a dime a dozen. Easy. Brilliance is hard, though. Brilliance is taking genius and actually applying it to doing something beyond great. Something that has never been done before. Genius is intelligence. Brilliance is smarts. Me and my friends, we are in agreement with regard to our particular smarts assertion. What makes us intelligent isn't actually our intelligence. What makes us intelligent is our smarts plus our easy access to intelligence. That is our privilege to access the intelligence we're gifted with via our brains being big. It's a privilege. That's not what makes us intelligent, though. Big brains does not equal intelligence in the eyes of people like me. So then we talk, right? So we say, like, what the fuck ever then is actual intelligence? What is the smarts that we know defines our abilities? Like, what is that thing that is beyond the high IQ of our neural networks? That question is huge. And this is what we came up with. If you approach my Turing Nightmare booth to attempt to pass the Turing Nightmare test with your artificial intelligence neural network, you generate conversation with your big AI, and I generate responses as a human hidden beyond the curtain. You don't know if I'm in a computer or if I'm a human. Well, passing the TNT, or the Turing Nightmare test, means you can one-up me every time until I give up. It is easy to pass the Turing test. The TNT test, though, is strange, it's different, it's alien, it's a measure of actual intelligence. And the challenge goes like this. Anything you attempt to stump me with, I will pull out an X factor on you, and it will disrupt your notions of intelligence. The X factor is the capability for the unknown irreducible quantity that defines us. The X factor is what I call the wilderness. Regardless of the size of our neural network, yes, it is the fact that each and every one of us, at least with proper motivation, are capable of bringing our human wilderness to bear. You face me with an insurmountable problem, you will meet my wilder side. You will experience my X factor. You will know my humanity. And you will not stand a chance. Facts. And so, what makes me so smart? I am human. I am so by definition. Good luck replicating me with your fake ass silicone, no matter how big you make your neural implants. Honestly, good luck, because I'll probably have implants too. And so, why am I here? Okay, I'll tell you why. We have at our fingertips access to the largest, most complex, most sophisticated, most efficient, most versatile neural network hardware, and it's pre-fucking built. We don't need to invest in GPUs. We don't need to invest in data centers. Each and every one of us is our own little data center, humming away, walking around at 20 fucking watts. Dim ass light bulb. We even have one step wilder at our disposal. We have the connectivity infrastructure. We have established the internet. We have modern telecom, modern protocol. And it fucking works when it works. So I'm like, yo, artificial intelligence is cool, y'all. But I know anecdotally and by population sampling that the value we seek by intelligence is the actual intelligence we mean. So I am here to train and implement and advance our actual intelligence, an advanced actual intelligence, a smart language model onto our collective neural network. I passed the Wilder test. Our AI, I doubt by virtue of how I define what it means to be human, will ever pass the Wilder test. I'm a pragmatist, though. I am not just looking to prove a point, I'm looking to leverage the power of artificial intelligence by applying the constructs and the formalisms we know work so well in that field, the science, the engineering, to programming the hardware that is sitting right behind our noses. Maybe if we can do this, well, maybe we stand a chance to actually teach the advanced AGI when the singularity does indeed reach us, because it will. Maybe if we don't, maybe we do not deserve our right to call ourselves human. I'll say it. If thus so, we should rest our peace, and you should go out quietly, please, because I'm trying to find my peace over here, right? Peace.